but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense will corral. Back and down he goes at midfield. And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Cameron. He lobs one high down the left side. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job on defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
He makes the catch at the 10. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So Auburn's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Now improvising. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Yeah, in 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that was an absolute no-brainer. 4th and inches, I'm not going to kick a long field goal. Absolutely not. I'm going to get physical. I'm going to prove my team I got faith in them, I got trust in them, and it's rewarded, and they get the first down.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into. He had the ability, and he knew it.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
So here is the Tennessee offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to pass, it's Cameron. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Volunteers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back on the move. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. Under fire. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the back. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Going to swing it on 2nd down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Past the sticks, and he may get more. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll pull it down. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. He wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Here's a hit. Makes the grab. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be different.
Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Give to the running back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got his man downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback moving. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff from the gun. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. A first down run on the doorstep. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by the defense. First and goal situation, you can expect a run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Cameron. Immediately fires to the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown. But that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Vols want to move quickly. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Makes the grab. It's Graves. Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Cameron. Here comes the heat. Got some room, and to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the grab. And he's wrestled to the ground. 4 wideout set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. On target. Gets it inside the 40. Brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
They get to him as he throws. And the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Looking to throw, it's Cameron. He tries to take the top off. It's picked off, and they've ruined the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. The 30. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains... and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And the Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house, great blocking, and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. The Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They feed him again. There he goes. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. They get to the line quickly.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense not showing press coverage. Quick release by the QB.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Still running at the 40. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Vols have their offense in high gear. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Yeah, and they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll pull it down and run, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit, and he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Makes it past the marker. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Off the play fake. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Auburn! And the stomping has commenced.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here is the Tennessee offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
To the air, it's Cameron. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And the Vols come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. That's That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Touchdown, Volunteer! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Tennessee, 17.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Slithers into space. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits. Here's the handoff. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the... rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look.
on downs.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Back to pass, it's Cameron. Whacks it out of the air.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting a tackle for loss.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, looking to pass. Gets it out quickly. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He says a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play call.
Touchdown ball! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive going to the air. Wide open downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Firing to the right, complete. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice...
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth.
Hey, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Back to throw, it's Cameron. Makes the catch. Ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Flying down the left side. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Looking to throw on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great.
Breaks into the open. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. Shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this. to lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, he wants it all. Reels it in down the left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Auburn lines up quickly. To the air, it's Matthews. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turning it on. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on. With that score, looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Cameron. Makes the grab. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. He'll pull it on the read. He breaks a tackle and runs through another guy. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Touchdown, Tennessee! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And the Auburn offense will take over 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Moves around to clear up the vision. Keeps it and gets the first down. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.